By the way, welcome to the Music Money Podcast, Big Buddy Studios. We had a last minute cancellation, so we are here. Always glad to be here with the Mrs. Big Buddy Music.
The missus is cranky because we should not have someone cancel twice. And, you might be the face and you might be the music maker, but when people piss off the missus, I make statements, and when I make statements, they tend to stick.
Somebody ate all your husband chocolates, didn't they?
We, as a group, are out of husband chocolates. Yeah. Savannah deserved the last chocolate. She was drowning.
Thank you, Savannah, for taking my last chocolate. Appreciate you.
Thank you for Savannah for taking one for the team and being rewarded with chocolate. Yeah, no, it is now an expected tradition on the floor that I possess husband chocolate, and therefore when people are having a bad day, they can come to me and get a chocolate.
Right. I mean, I
do it more than twice.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of at this point. It's been like 10 years of husband chocolates, but now I'm married to all the nurses out there and providing their chocolate fixes.
No. Just husband chocolate.
Just husband chocolates.
It's that one specific thing.
Glad I'm in the record books for husband chocolates. So, again, this is kind of a last minute thing. We kind of have a short list of things to discuss.
Has short ever been short?
I guess. I mean, we've had a 30-minute show before. Most of the time we end up an hour and a half. But we've had 30-minute shows before. So I'm gonna go through
shows.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through the list. Anything sounds important, you feel like you need to speak up about it, just let me know, and we will go over them. First things first, Arts Huntsville concerts in the park. The deadline to apply if you're a musician is March 11th, which is a week and 4 days, 2 days, a week and 2 days.
I don't even know what day of the week it is.
It's the 2nd of March.
Okay, so just say 9 days.
There you go. Math is not mathing for me.
It's not necessary.
The deadline is in 9 days for the concerts in the park if you want to perform there. And so I believe they do it every week or whatever during the warm season. So like June till whenever. But you have to get on the books by March 11th, and that's at artshuntsville.org. One of the important things to the local music scene is WLRH has started their spring drive because that's how they get funded now. You know, that whole public broadcasting grants and stuff are pretty much gone. And so now they are running their yearly spring drive. You can donate to them at their website, WLRH.org.
Radio station?
Yeah, radio station.
What do they do?
They do public broadcasting news, and they have like local music, local musicians. They're the ones that have I want to say they play the blast musicians and stuff like that. Like, it's a local based show that was funded by public tax dollars. So it's
But it's radio, not
yeah,
TV.
It's radio.
Okay, it's radio.
Yeah, it's music.
And when we say drive, are they now funded like 90% by the public?
Yeah, they're looking for like $125,000 this year.
I mean, it's expensive. Are they doing all of a one lump sum? Or are they like doing long term?
I feel like they're doing the whole GoFundMe thing.
Right, but so you can donate anytime between now and
whenever.
Forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I believe that they take recurring investments. They take donations throughout the year. They just have a specific price point they want to get to before a certain part of this year. I'm imagining it's a part of that whole fiscal rotation thing.
Well, and then I would assume that they have certain deadlines on their own financial obligations.
I mean, yeah, people like to get paid on payday.
You know what kills me though is when people make it hard to pay them. I'm trying to give you money.
Yeah. I part of my consulting, when I talk to people that are starting businesses, I get a lot of that. People like, I don't want to take credit cards. I don't want to take cash. I only want to do Venmo.
You take money however people want to give it to you because that's how you make money.
You need as many avenues as possible for people to pay you. I'm like, hey, so do you have a QR code so that people can tip you when you're performing out in the public? And a lot of people are like, what's that? I'm like, you can set one up through PayPal. There's like, you don't even need like a business account. You can set up a tip jar through PayPal and just have a QR code on a piece of paper that people can scan.
I mean, you gotta make your money. I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't. You're performing. What are you expecting to get out of it if you're not at least accepting a tip jar? People don't carry cash anymore. You can't just throw your guitar case down and be like,
right. Nobody's got cash. Not for real, for real.
nah, but we all got Apple Pay.
And so Tap to Pay is a thing too. Apple's they actually have their own separate where you can
you just click your phone and Apple Pay and text messages. So easy for me.
You can do that too, but it's that old contactless thing. If you don't have somebody's contacts, you can still Apple Cash them money by Tap to Pay, and people don't know that about that. People don't know that until they start looking into it.
You know what though? Invisible money is a problem.
It's because you don't think about it when you spend it.
Right, that's the point. If I don't have to hand you over cash and see how much cash I have left, I'm just like, doot doot, it never happened.
I much rather you have invisible cash to hand me than you not having any cash to hand me.
Well, I'm just talking about my personal finances.
It's so much easier for you to just, all right, thank you.
My personal finances do not benefit from it. Moving to your next topic, as you seem to be trying to pull it up.
So yeah, next topic is Porch Fest has been announced. It's going to be May 2nd this year, and supposedly it's the 6th year in a row for Porch Fest.
They had a rough time last year for the rain, didn't they?
I believe so. It was a whole mess. There was a bunch of stuff going on, and I wasn't involved. And I only heard stories from the outside, but it is coming up May 2nd. And I believe that they are now taking applications for that as well. If you want to perform at Porch Fest, you can do the things and reach out to them. Again, that's May 2nd is for Porch Fest.
Is it an upfront cost for the people who want to perform? Is it free? Is there any money involved either way?
I don't know. That's something you have to reach out to the organizers for.
That's information you should have.
I'm just kind of.
I mean, I realize it, but it would be helpful.
It was literally just posted that they are now accepting applications for it, and so I just put it on the list of things. We have a couple of open mics now. Joel Monet is doing Mondays at Shags, and they're doing a genre fluid open mic. They have a backing band and they have musicians that you can play along with. And then I believe the Hustle Music Office is doing the Electric Bell on Wednesdays now. And I think I'm not really sure how that one goes, but I feel like it's more of the same. Backing band, open mic, low pressure, get a chance to perform out in public without
higher level than karaoke.
Right, it's not karaoke because I've actually had people complain about people being too good at karaoke.
Well, that's definitely a thing because karaoke is for bad people who can't sing with alcohol. Leave us alone.
I guess. I really liked showing out when I went karaoke.
Yeah. Yeah, and we all... I mean, I can't really say anything. I always went with a group of people who could all really sing.
And it's fun. It's fun when you're the Temptations.
And that's not what they called themselves, but they definitely... No. Was it? Something like that. They did My Girl.
Yeah.
They were like... I think it was just the three of them. They had the costume. They had the choreography down.
The zoot suits.
And they had the whole thing. You've seen those zebra platform shoes from that one Halloween. With the pimp cane and the hat?
I have seen those.
The red crushed velvet suit?
Yeah, I've seen those.
I had friends. We did interesting things.
I believe you. So, also, the Silver Silos are playing Saturday.
You mean that shirt I always steal?
Yeah. One of the few bands that you bought merch for. So yeah, Taylor Bird and them, they are playing Saturday. I forgot where.
That's helpful.
I know.
I mean, I guess Google is a thing.
I am sure somebody will let us know.
Okay. Continue your list.
Okay. And finally, the last thing on my list is the homie Marquise Green had his Listen to Your Neighbors concert this week. Sold out crowd, Maitland listening room, 30 people live stream. And homie crushed it, did really good. Everybody enjoyed it. There's merch and stuff available if you want to go to marquisgreen.com. I'm just hollering out the homie because he's a good people. He's good people. He's a good musician. He's a good singer. He's got good friends. He looks out for people. He sent me the ticket for new song by this girl Chloe, and it's been on rotation this week. It's Porch Light. Y'all check it out. It's a dope song.
That song you've been listening to, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not a good song. I'm saying I'm tired of hearing it.
My bad.
Listen to
your neighbors, yo. Listen to your neighbor. First time you heard it, just the first time.
Well, after about look, you be killing me with that one. It's as bad as the kids.
Hey, at least it's not. Ooh, I'm not gonna sing any of them songs because I don't need to hurt people's feelings. They're horrible songs. But I digress. That was the last big thing that happened this week. If you also want to be part of Listen to Your Neighbors, holla at your boy T Mill. He's looking for bands that want to get on the roster. I put him in touch with the homie that was here last week, Patrick C. Sullivan.
Okay. Outside of that, how would we get in touch with this man?
So you can find him on Facebook. You can go to paradiseeast.org, the terrestrial radio station he does. Or you can find him on Facebook, or you can reach out to him. I'll post his email somewhere, sometime. Or he can do it himself. You can find him on you can find him on Facebook or Insta. He's a place.
A really good podcast YouTuber would link as many of these things as possible down in the description below.
I do. I had all the links. Like
aren't you supposed to ask for subscriptions too?
Yeah, please.
Click like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
We're gonna be those people.
Please like and subscribe. Comments. Let us know how you feel.
Let us know if you don't like us. All engagement is engagement.
Rage bait.
I mean, it's true though. All engagement is engagement. I mean, and music is the same way in a way. Nobody wants bad engagement when it comes to your talent, but engagement is engagement when it comes to an online platform that promotes the media with the most engagement.
I mean, yeah. So, to be fair.
Tone it down there, Squirrely Dan.
That's what I likes about you.
Is that what you likes about me?
That's what I likes about you. So, to be fair, when you have a lot of content that gets people looking at it and gets people available for transitioning into purchasing of products, that is generally what businesses are looking for. They want conversions. They want people to click links and to like and to make comments and subscribe and listen and all those things. Join the membership, buy the master.
You said business. Are you talking about business or musicians?
So it is the music business. It is definitely a business. There's a lot of business attached to the music if you want to be a successful musician.
Yeah. So in my case, I don't TikTok, but because I'm an old person and I see that shit where it belongs as a short on either Instagram or YouTube. But that's where I find all my music that's new, right? Or this whole like book talk genre thing that I fell into was because it was either backing tracks for stuff I was listening to, or it was thirst traps for the people who sing it. But once you've heard the song, you like the song, you click the link, you go to their page, you then realize you can listen to it on YouTube Music, which I fucking love. I have that list. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could talk about my multi-genre playlist all day long. Look, okay? They took a thing and they ran with it, and that's how you get ahead of the crowd.
Oh yeah.
You like men in masks with knives? I got you.
Right, and that's the whole conversion thing. There are going to be people that are going to click on TNA. It just is what it is. There's going to be people that just watch random jiggle physics. You know, like even like Final Fantasy VII when they were designing those characters in blocks, like the original PS1, the blocky blocks. They still put giant blocks on the front of Tifa, and they could not change that because every time they tried to adjust her model, they just added bigger blocks to the front.
I want that classic Tomb Raider, and she comes out with a tissue box shirt.
Right. Got the whole pyramids of Giza going. Just poke your eye out with that one, like it's a winter story.
Okay, but I mean, then that brings us back to nostalgia. See, now I'm moving into my list. Your list is done. We're moving to my list. So we were talking about nostalgia with music. So that's how we come across new music. We are people who still enjoy new music. However, that does not take away from my divorced dad rock playlist, which is all the semi-rock or emo stuff that I grew up listening to, and I still listen to it. There are still songs that you hear, and when you hear them, you are flashback to this moment, maybe a couple years or a specific moment in time that song represents for you.
And there's a lot of commercially popular artists that link specifically back to covers of popular songs from a previous generation in order to gain those people as fans.
So, two-parter. One is, how as a new musician do you create that nostalgia or connect that nostalgia without overstepping? And then we'll talk about sampling and its problems.
So realistically, you do stuff like Santa Monica by Stephen Wilson Jr. He covered that song. If you heard it, you would not think it's a cover unless you knew the song. You're like, I know these words. I know this melody, but it's not the same thing. Now, if you think about Let Me Love You by Teddy Swims.
Oh, it's easily recognizable. But he does do his own things to it as well.
He steps into a moderate position where the song is recognizable from the original. It's just karaoke'd. Well, I guess not really karaoke.
Not karaoke when you're that good. Remember, we just had this conversation.
But that whole, it's his take on the song, but he's still performing in the vein of the song. When you hear it, you immediately know that it's a cover. But it's a song that you really liked 20 years ago.
Well, and he still does it justice, and it's still good.
Right.
It's not Johnny Cash and Hurt where he did it better. Also, I learned something. Lord, this has been at least 16, 17 years ago before I moved here, when I was still working as a bartender. And but we had the restaurant and the bar, right? And so I was always one to bartend the parties. I have a good personality. Shut up.
I didn't say nothing.
I have a good personality for those types of things. And it was older, what are they called when they come back to the college? Alumni? It was alumni. It was a group of, shut up. It was a group of older gentlemen who were alumnus to the college, and they were playing music from that era. I couldn't
Poison.
tell you. No, Lord, this was 20 years ago, and they were in their 60s.
Pantera.
We're talking like 40s and 50s style music.
They were playing. They were playing doo-wop, zoot suits, jazz.
These are a bunch of old rich white men. Okay, no.
Okay. So,
Anyway,
contemporary.
so there was a song that was playing. It was "Betcha by Golly Wow."
Okay.
I knew every word to this song, and then one of the older men was like, "How do you know this song?" I was like, "Oh, well, Prince did a cover of this song, and that's why I know this song that I didn't know was a cover."
Wait until tonight, girl. Yep.
That's the end of it. That's how far you can go without getting copyright.
That's exactly it. 6 seconds. 6 seconds is all you need for them to come after you.
Somebody has to be watching you first.
Actually, it's done by the AI. The computer does it for you.
Yeah, but the algorithm only gets so far.
Well, when you post stuff like this to YouTube or Facebook or whatever, they do copyright checks and they scan the audio and they mash to see if anything.
Which kills me because I watch a bunch of people. They get their videos taken down for these things, and then you watch other people who don't, and you're like, well, how did we differentiate? How did we get here? But AI is AI, and it's
so at this point, it's not even AI; it's just malicious actors. So there's things called fair use, where if you're parodying a song like Weird Al Yankovic style, or you're talking about a song specifically not to play the song but to have commentary on the piece. So like if you're reacting to a piece, if you're listening to a song, you're sharing your opinions on it and stuff like that.
So I've gotten a lot of context in the reacting to other people's media as far as like videos. Because I am unfortunately a large YouTube reaction channel type of person. So I know you can only go this amount of time, you have to have transformative content, things like that. I assume similar in music, like you can play X amount of seconds and then you have to have decent commentary to break down the musicality, the lyrics, the what have you of the song.
So generally speaking, I believe you can play like 18 seconds before people start tripping. But realistically, if you're playing somebody's whole song and you're breaking it up every 15 seconds or every 20 seconds or whatever to talk about it, then you're not in the realm of somebody listening to your broadcast in order to listen and enjoy that song.
I mean, absolutely, that's the point of transformative content.
Right. But if you're not, and there were people that took advantage of that. There were people that just let the whole thing play, and then they talked really quietly, or they added separate video instead of the attached video, the track, stuff like that, and then they hope that the song's popular enough that they get rotations to get monetized before the DMCA takedowns affect them.
Okay, but you're monetized for what, 0.5 seconds? So I don't know. It just seems. I don't know. I don't do social media that too.
I mean, so think about it like this: there's something like 300,000 videos posted a day. For somebody to go through every single video that's posted would take more time than there is in the year for somebody to do. So there has to be either a team of people that are going through and checking all this content, or there's some sort of automated checker or something, which gives the opportunity for things to fall through.
Well, shut up. And on top of that, there's feel like if you get flagged often enough, then you're going to go to the top of the pile.
It only takes 3 times. You get flagged 3 times. It doesn't matter if you had a 20-year-old YouTube account; they take your shit down.
You can fight that. You can go back and be like, "This flag is bullshit."
Yeah, you can. And then there's companies specifically that do that in order to blackmail you. There's companies that literally buy the rights to people's music, and then go around and do copyright strikes, because when you do a copyright strikes on somebody's popular channel, you get all of the revenue off of that video. So if you got a video that's got like 1 billion views on it, but it's got your song in it and they didn't pay you to license your song, you can actually copyright strike that video and collect all of the monetization from that video. It sounds abusable, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, everything's abusable at some point.
Right.
If you do it well enough.
Right, and that's one of the biggest
you keep
problems.
saying company, and when you say company, I'm like, this is a conglomerate of people who know what they're doing in order to take advantage of little people who can't fight them.
Yeah, so little people that can't fight are sometimes still making millions of dollars on YouTube.
If you're making millions of dollars, retain a lawyer.
Yeah,
every family needs a doctor and a lawyer.
Yeah, that's common sense, and common sense is not common. One of the very, very, very first things I tell people when they start to become professionals at anything is to first have a direct separation of your income and assets, so that anything that happens to the business stays in the business, and anything that happens in your personal life stays in your personal life. And also insurance for errors and omissions and general liability.
What does musical insurance look like?
When somebody breaks into your van and steals your $6,000 keyboard, you can get another keyboard and not just be SOS.
To me, that just doesn't sound like musical insurance. That just sounds like insurance on property. The way you said it, I was more thinking something you generated, like a musical piece or something. Is there insurance on like?
So an E&O policy is a exceptions and omissions. So like if you plan to perform at the Von Braun Center, that's a $20,000 rental. You got to rent it for a couple of days, and you got to have $1 million general liability payment set aside for the VBC in case somebody comes to your show and tears something up. That's a general liability insurance policy. An E&O policy is that the promoter is paying you $40,000 to be there, and you got sick the day before, you lost your voice. All of a sudden, the promoter is out not just the $40,000 that he paid you, but the $60,000 he paid for the arena and the promotions and all of that stuff. An E&O policy covers all those losses that you might be sued for because of something that happened that was an error or an omission. Either you got sick or something happened to keep you, like you were in a car accident, you couldn't make it to the show.
Which sounds like things that wouldn't make a difference, but when you're talking $40,000 and $60,000, you can't just be like, "Oh, I got in a car wreck," and somebody be like, "Oh, I feel so bad for you," because $60,000 is $60,000.
Right.
At what point, though, does that become an essential?
Probably immediately.
Just for principle, or
so the policies are really cheap to begin with. You're talking like $20 a month to just start out. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not generating.
Well, it's not even about the income generation. It's about having the protection in case something happens, because not every venue is low mill. Not every venue has security that guards you in and has a place for you to load in and out safely. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand how much musical instruments that you use at a professional level actually cost.
Except for the people stealing them.
Well, the people that steal them don't even know, because I want to say I think it's Otis Walker. His nephew's van got broken into, and they stole his bass, and they stole his backup amp, but not his real amp. And his real amp was like $1,000 unit, and his backup amp was like a $50 unit. And anybody that was an actual musician would have probably took the amping.
I guess opportunity is just opportunity.
Well, I mean, stupidity is stupidity. If you're going to do that,
stupidity is rampant.
Right. If you're going to do it right. Get what you can. But I mean, that's the kind of thing that you don't really think about. You know what I'm saying? Just you forgot to put a blanket on your keyboard, and somebody was looking in your car, and they just knocked your window out. Now you're out $6,000 because your Nord got took.
And no other insurance is going to cover that?
Nope. Because you are using it in a professional manner. You are using it to generate income. It is part of your property specifically attached to your music business. A homeowner's policy or a renter's policy would not cover it because it's not.
Insurance doesn't cover it because it's a piece of thing that's stolen. Even if you make a police report, recovery is
Right.
So, are you insuring the instruments or the business? Which one is it generally covering? Both. Do I need two separate policies or one?
It depends. It depends on how you get it underwritten. So a general liability policy is if something happens, it gets taken care of. An E&O policy covers when you make a mistake or something that you had direct control over, your health, your appearance, your punctuality, causes a loss in somebody else.
My health is not my direct choice. I didn't choose to catch the flu.
Yeah, but if you went on a bender and you spent all day throwing up and you couldn't make it to a show.
What kind of musician is that much that they can't go on a bender and then
all of them.
Professional musicians
professional musicians go on benders correctly. Yeah.
Yes, and they continue to perform anyway.
But the thing is, if it's something that you have a direct, because I mean, the thing about getting sick is, yeah, it might not be your direct choice to catch the flu, but you're not putting yourself away for 3 days before your show. You're not making sure that you're taking care of your health.
I have so many medical arguments. Continue. Let's move on from that particular subject.
It's just one of those things. You're responsible for yourself.
Okay, great. You are, yeah. I didn't go out and motorcycle or mountain biking and break a leg.
Right.
That, I believe, is direct consequences. However, we're going to move past this subject so we don't start a whole other tirade.
And then general liabilities if somebody else did something and you had no control over it. Like somebody hit your car and it broke your $1,500 Dingwall bass. You know what I'm saying?
People are rolling around with these things in their car.
If you're a professional musician, chances are you got some musician stuff in your car at just about any time.
Anywho.
Especially if you're going to and from a gig, which is where you're most likely to be broken into. Most likely place to get your car broken into, an NBA Youngboy concert. Whether or not you are actually performing there or not, good chance you'll get broke into. But I digress. Anywho's. So that's the thing.
Okay.
Where were we going in that particular conversation?
Nowhere. We are going anywhere and everywhere. We had started with anyway. The list is just ridiculous when we talk. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Because you said something earlier that I want to touch back on.
Oh, what's that?
Genre fluid?
Yep. Genre fluid.
So, first of all, describe what they mean or what that has been for that.
So, any musician worth their salt has a specialty.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And there are a lot of musicians that can cross those boundaries. They can play R&B and jazz and rock. And a lot of singers have a place that they want to be too. Whether it's indie, singer-songwriter, country, whatever. And there are genres that are close together that don't really have a huge issue going back and forth. Like if you got somebody that's singing country and you got somebody that's singing pop and you got somebody that's singing southern rock or even like, rock. And then you have R&B and jazz and hip hop and all of those can be played live music too. And they generally have a different emphasis on the instruments or gospel music or whatever.
Right, but you said that particular event was genre fluid. So I'm asking specifically to that event and then we can talk generalized. Mm-hmm. Does their backing band, does that mean that they're able to play all of these things? Yes. They can accommodate all of those different things?
So, yes.
Which place was this again?
This is Shags.
Okay.
Joel Monet's running this one. So tonight, it's actually at the same time that this is going on. They do they're over my Mondays on 7.
Every Monday.
Every month.
Okay.
Been trying to get Joel on the show for a minute. He keeps I got to be at work.
Right. Well, maybe you should do his show on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I might do that.
I mean, you could push Music Monday to Tuesday 1 week in order to have a particular.
I mean, I've done it before. When family stuff comes up, it tends to happen, or when somebody's sick, or.
I mean, this is the real world.
Yeah.
We live in the real world.
We make adjustments based on things that happen. Also, next week, so we got Morgan coming back, and he's going to be talking about his adventures with Toonie. He's doing a kind of a festival type thing. It's a recurring outdoor show where it's a jam session and the bus.
Where?
Wherever he can find parking.
So not like specific locations.
I think he's doing it. Well, like he has been doing it at was it Brown Spring Park downtown?
Yeah.
Where they got the little cul-de-sac down there at the bottom of Spraggins.
Okay.
He has been parking there, but I think he's trying to be a bit more official with it and get like actual permitting and stuff.
That would probably be important for the ability to be like, hey, next Monday we're gonna be so and so.
Right, and that goes back to that whole general liability and E&O thing. Is he has to have specific insurance because of how he's marketing the event, and they want specific riders, and they want to know who's performing and how they're planning on being compensated and all of that stuff, so that they can get individual policies on all of their performers.
Okay, but you said jam session, which really made me think, hey, whoever shows up.
Yeah, that's kind of the rub, ain't it?
Yeah, that's not yeah, that's not how that works.
Yeah, it's kind of the
two things don't align. They're not compatible with each other.
Correct. And that's why he's struggling. But hopefully he'll get the kinks worked out and get it properly done.
Yeah, because it's hard to be like, Tuesday I'll be at the Kroger parking lot.
I'm gonna be at the Buc-ee's. They're gonna run you off, bro.
They probably would.
Yeah.
But there's like, I guess parks are public spaces.
And again, when you are commanding people to gather, then it becomes a public safety thing, and that's where those issues come from.
Yeah, parking, so many people in one location, especially if you start having any sort of like littering left over. Or
so I actually did event planning for somebody that was putting together a show at Big Spring Park, and the permitting process for that required a safety plan, an evacuation plan, a trash plan, a security plan, and then a list of vendors, a list of sales, a list of equipment needed, a power requirement. You had to.
Are they expecting you to generate all of those plans? They're not like.
Yep.
So the safety and security plan, you can't like be like, hey, can I purchase yours?
Nope. You got to plan it out.
Okay, well, they need to just have one that you can purchase.
You can't. Because
it's the same space.
It is, but you're supposed to control access too. And if you're not controlling access the same way everybody else does, or if you're not using the park the same way everybody else does, then you could end up purchasing an access plan or a control plan for the whole park when you only need it for one little piece of it, or whatever, depending on how you set your show up.
I really feel like there could be templates.
There are templates. There are recommendations. There are ways that you can kind of get help to wing it, but none of it's winged.
As I say, you shouldn't be winging anything. There should be a template that says, hey, if you're using this section, this is a way to do it.
So those are codes. Those are.
I feel like they could make a lot more money if they were like, yeah, you pay us X amount of money and we will deal with X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, they don't want the liability for that though.
I guess
It's a lot.
they could have insurance.
No, that's like the most expensive part. They're definitely not paying for that.
They're the state or the city.
City.
They have the money. They take our money all the time.
And
They got the money.
keep it, and they're trying to keep it. So
arts are important.
So like realistically, you have to pay for trash cans to be put in the park because you can't use their trash cans for an event that you have at the park.
The trash cans are already in the park.
Uh-huh. And
I'm
you have
so
to
irritated by that.
And you have to pay somebody to go empty them and to make sure that they are up to standard, they're not overflowing, they're not a mess, and they're not damaging the wildlife in the park.
Oh, I'm so irritated by the fact that I can't just be like, here's a handful of money, please manage these things for me. That's what you're for.
Right. That's what people pay me to do. They're like, I don't want to do all this. I'm like, I got you, bro. 2 stacks just to set it up for you. And they're like, but that's so expensive. And I'm like, if you knew the amount of work that was involved in doing it, you wouldn't shy away from paying it.
Also, for the amount of work we're talking about, I feel like that's a low price.
It is. It's pretty low.
Because, well, I guess what you're doing is here are the things you need to do, and then making sure that they pay for those.
Yeah, making sure they take care of all the things that need to be done in order for them to be properly permitted.
Here's the piece of paper you have to sign, and this one costs $800. And here's this piece of paper you have to sign, and this one costs.
Yeah. This one costs this. These are the people that handle this. These are the people that you can reach out for this. This is what you need to do for this. This is what you need to lay out. So on and so on and so on. And so it's a project manager position, except it's an event manager. And the real problem is there's a lot of people that want to do the fun stuff. Like they want to, right, they want to listen to bands that they want to pick who's going to perform and they want to like pick the decor and stuff like that. But when you're like, hey, you have to figure out a way to handle the sanitation issues in the park, people are like,
why can't I use the trash cans that already exist?
Because
I'm giving an example.
Right. Because you have to pay for it. And they're not going to pay for it for you. It is literally that simple.
I mean, in a sense, that makes sense because their general trash pickup schedule is probably not as frequent as it would need to be if
you're having a
crowd of
festival
people,
going on.
right. If they were producing it like they do their own, then they can arrange for extra pickup, which is basically what you're doing at that point.
Right. So when I worked Panoply, way back in the day,
back when it didn't cost $40 a person to go.
Right. They actually had people on golf carts that literally circled the premises the whole time. All 3 days, they literally just drove around in a big circle from all the trash cans and emptying them out constantly. They go trash can, trash can, trash can, dumpster, trash can, trash can, trash can, dumpster, all the way around the park the whole day. And they never stopped.
I mean, yeah, when you think about it in that respect, somebody has to do it. So, I mean, I guess. Somebody has to do it. I was trying to tie that back to, providing, job security for people around. Not even security, but just providing a source of job and income.
And when you start thinking about how much everything costs, you understand why there's so many sponsors in place and there's so many, like the shirt that they sell for the merch has like 50,000 names on the back of it because they're literally taking $50-$100 from everybody that wants a piece of it so it could be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Because it costs so much money.
Well, when you think about it that way, it really makes a whole different level of sense. Because when you're on the outside, you're just like, oh, it's a festival. It's a great way to, get the community together. I love going every year and looking at the pretty things. I'd like to point out, I go to Panoply and I never purchase anything because it is always way too expensive.
So, fun fact, I believe Panoply actually cut the singer-songwriter stage this year. And they only have bands. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. But I'm pretty sure that they are no longer doing the one-person, two-person shows on Panoply anymore.
I never went to Panoply for the music, unfortunately.
I mean, I guess.
I like the visual arts, but that's just difference in everybody has their personal preferences.
I mean, as a musician, that's what I'm interested in knowing about because I want to refer people over to perform. And if they're only taking band entries because they don't have a singer songwriter stage, I'm not going to send my 1-2 people over.
I mean, fair. As someone who likes to crochet, if I see a crochet booth, I'm going to go and be very interested in how they're set up and what their price is and how they're.
So it's $1 a skein.
Okay, so when you start considering how much the materials cost, how much time you're putting into something, the talent that certain stitches and making the ears stay on the animals, and when you start considering that, it gets my time is worth a lot.
Yeah, but it's literally the only hobby that you can do where you can repeatedly stab something and not go to jail.
Not the only hobby. You could cross stitch.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
You can embroider.
Embroidery.
I have a picture of cross stitch that says exactly what you just said.
I believe that. It feels very on point for all the people that I know that crochet.
Millennials that are picking up what people are calling grandma hobbies because I can crochet skulls.
It's rude.
What else are we gonna do?
I mean,
I'm gonna pay for this house. I'm gonna sit at home and enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, they taught us how to knit. They taught us how to crochet. They taught us how to do like at school.
Okay, well, yeah, my school didn't do.
Yeah, yeah. 10 years make a difference. But they taught us how to do it so that we would have non-idle hands.
Well, there's your problem. Idle hands are the devil's work. That's really why they taught you that stuff.
They,
you should be busy.
a bunch of kids are running around with sharp implements. Need to have some sort of yarn in between them to keep them tied together.
I mean, your kids can crochet and do certain. Well, the oldest one can crochet. Not the attention span is not there.
Yeah, they can all play the guitar too.
No. Your daughter tries to sing. All the kids try to sing.
Henry does a really good job, actually.
You took my song! That will never not be funny. He got so mad at you sitting in the back seat because you were singing the song he wanted to sing.
He was singing it, and I was just duetting it with him. And he's like, "Oh,
you took my song!" And we tried to play it again, and he was not having it.
You're not going to give it back now. It's already been tainted, sir, for the rest of eternity. Every time.
2 weeks later, he forgot, and he sings that song now all the time.
Oh my god.
Oh, the music I've introduced our kids to, because that was a me thing.
I changed the channel, and this is the old one. And then I should change the channel because he can't keep his mouth shut. So, yeah, good times.
I love when our kids try to show us things that are ours. Also wanted to smack our kid across the face when he goes, "Oh, it's a Juice WRLD song," and I was like, "Don't disrespect Eminem like that."
Oh my god, that guy. Anyways,
you're barely holding your microphone straight because you've been up for 16 hours.
Yeah, it was a long morning, and when you have little ones, they tend to keep you awake for random reasons. And then when you wake up, you can't really go back to sleep, and then
you hate your wife who slept until almost 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that is fun. So, anyways, that is what we got going. I feel like we pretty much covered all the bases I wanted to cover.
I just like dragging it out because I feel like you gloss over things, and maybe the people who work in the music industry as frequently or as often as some of the people that I meet here with you do, it makes sense to them, but I like asking questions on my level so that entry level musicians can be like, "Oh, that's what he means."
Oh, of course. So this is a good time for a plug.
Do it.
So we are taking new clients for artist development. When you want to start out in music and you don't know what you want to do, you don't know where you want to start, you've never recorded before, you've never gone through the process of actually recording music, I am doing a special where you can come in an hour a week, use the studio, record music, record video, record content, use the instruments, practice stuff that you want to practice. Learn the stuff that you want to learn, and
have someone to ask questions.
Yeah, have somebody there with you, so that when you want to figure things out, you don't got to do it on your own.
Well, I feel like it's not just that. It's like you have an hour of time a week to do what you need to do. And if that means sitting down and having a conversation about different types of instruments and why we're having these versus I want to practice singing in an isolated area.
Yep. And having access to equipment.
Before you knock it over.
Yeah. Let's not break this thing.
Considering they just replaced the damn thing.
Yeah, just brand new.
You put it right back.
Brand new. So considering that, not everybody has equipment, not everybody has mics or guitars or amps or drums, or they don't have that starting spot. They don't know if they want to actually get into music like that.
Because sometimes you just enjoy something as a hobby and you don't need to professionally do it.
Right. Then you can come in and you can do the things. You can play the lap steel if you want. You can play the guitar, the bass, or the drums, or play with the amp settings.
Plugging all the things that I've purchased you.
The number of people that come here specifically to do that's hilarious. They're like, oh my God, I want to do that. Oh, I want to try that. Hey, let me do this.
Well, there's the acoustic guitar I've had since high school.
Yeah.
That's the bass that you had.
Yep.
Then I don't know where in the world that lap steel came from.
So when I started talking to country artists, they're like, hey, lap steel, pedal steel, these are instruments that you don't really use that often, but when you need one, it's nice to have. And I found it on sale. It was like $100, and I'm like, you know what? $100 to have an extra instrument in case somebody wanted to learn how to use it.
I mean, honestly, $100 for an instrument just to.
Right.
I played with it twice, and I feel like it was really fun.
Right, and I mean, like, I got it in tune, and I got a bar slide, and I was like, it's Hawaiian music. Because when you tune it a certain way, it has a certain timbre that you don't.
How do you? Never mind. Sometimes I wonder if you really tune things or if you hear things a different way. Because I never know. Even when I was supposed to know how to tune things, it was. Shut up. Don't make me talk about your cooking.
So everything in this room has a tuner attached to it. There's a tuner in the amps. There's actual tuners on all the guitars. There's tuners over there. There's like tuners on my phone, on the iPad. There's tuners on the computer.
I really distrust those.
No, these actually work really well.
Which ones are you using?
So where'd you go? Did you change looks?
I hate when they do that and then you can't find the damn thing you've been using forever.
Right, they're like, hey, look at this, we're fans. Here it goes. So the Gibson app actually has a tuner built into it, and it's got a metronome in it, so that you people that need practice with the metronome can use it too.
What is the point of a metronome? Don't. I'm not gonna go there. I know. I'm just being an asshole.
Me. See him flat. Me. See him sharp.
Those sounded the same. I'm gonna need you to quit before I get stabby.
Stabby. Go crochet something.
No. How weak of a man do you have to be if you leave her because she stabs you once?
And this is how you get PTSD. Just to let you know, this is how you get it. It's like, you coward. I only came after you with a knife. How dare you leave me?
I mean, for real though, it was a little paring knife at that. What was it gonna do?
Pair me. It's gonna pair me. That's what a paring knife is for. It's gonna pair me in half.
You're gonna make people think I have stabbed you. I like that amp I bought you for Christmas.
Yes,
I don't know what it's for.
very, very nice. Very nice amp. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bass?
That's a guitar. That's a guitar amp.
Okay. Didn't we get you a bass amp?
Yeah, bass amp's right there.
Oh, okay.
I keep looking at bigger ones. So if you'd like,
isn't always better.
If you'd like to donate a full stack bass amp and cab combo, let me know. Can always use them. I need 8 12s for my bass. I don't know why.
You need nothing.
8 12s.
You know, maybe you should start selling pictures of your feet because they gotta be somebody's style.
I mean, I should make ASMR videos of plucking the hairs off my toes.
You should let me put needles in your veins. Like poke little butterflies in there.
No.
Yeah, draw labs out of your toes.
We don't need stabby McStabby over here.
Honestly, it's probably illegal anyway.
Yeah, I don't need extra labs. My hobbit feet.
Well, it's better than the ASMR of you screaming like a baby every time a hair gets pulled out of your toe. It's painful.
Yes.
Toe hair is painful.
Yes, it is. Strangely enough, we agree on that. Whew. So.
I tried to give you an out earlier and you just kept talking.
I am so socially awkward I don't notice these ends of conversation.
I think you're so tired you're just not catching the hint.
I'm also very tired and I'm not catching the hint. But that's Music Monday for this week. I'm glad that you came out and listened.
We apologize you had to listen to us again.
I mean, I don't feel like apology is necessary. It's always a good time when it's me and the missus, I think.
I have a blast.
I enjoy it too. And glad you guys come out every week and listen to us. Do make sure to like, subscribe, leave some comments. Let us know what you think, what you want to hear, who you want to see. And I'm going to go turn us off.
And we're going to prepare to go inside and see what the kids have done to our house while we were out here. When I went in to get this blanket, Archer was carrying a cup of coffee.
No way.
Yeah, he was. And he says, I found this in the living room. Steaming hot, fresh cup of coffee he was spilling all across the kitchen floor.